Hi, it's Charlie giving you Friday's live trading video. Hope you're very well. So, if you risk 1% per trade of your account, is that too much? So that's what we're going to explore today. So, it was raised in our trading room actually the other day. So let's say you had £10,000 in your trading account, and I'm not using the pen by the way because I was trying to use it on a past. I just tried to record a video and it was not working very well. So therefore, you're risking £100 per trade. Okay, so that's 1%, the 1% sort of rule. Okay. What I find is a lot of people think that they should be risking 1%, but actually they're not comfortable. So the answer is there isn't 1% is not necessarily correct, because what's really correct is what's right for you. It could be that you're risking 1.5% per trade, or 2%. I know some people do go that, up to, as high as 2%. But if you're not comfortable at 1%, don't carry on trading it just because you think that you should be trading at 1% as risk. Because if it's too much for you, it's too much. So, and how do you know if it's too much? The easy answer to that is, are you over managing your trades? So if you're finding that you're over tinkering with your trades, over managing them, then that 1% is obviously at this stage for you too much. Now, it could be just a mindset thing. You need to work on your mindset on that. But certainly my advice would be drop it. Take it down to 0.5% if that's the case. So if you're finding that you're staring at your charts too much every time you put a trade on, you're risking only 1%, but you're just too antsy about the outcome of the trade, then that says to me that amount of risk, even though it's 1%, is too much. And there's nothing wrong with that. We have plenty of traders who only risk a third of 1% and are very comfortable at that and are happy risking a third of 1% per trade. I only risk on my main accounts 0.1, if that, on a lot of trades. So you don't have to be risking 1% a trade. I get it why people want to risk 1% or 2%, because they want to get the gains, that they can compound their gains quicker by taking on a bit more risk like that. But you've still got to be able to manage the trades and be able to deal with the trades well. So there's your barometer. If you're finding that you're over watching your trades, maybe getting too tight with your stops, moving your stops up too aggressively too soon, banking your profits, all of those things are fear-based. And one way of overcoming a fear-based problem is to reduce the risk. Reduce the risk down to a lower level. You'll find you don't care so much about the trade. I'm not saying that in a flippant way, but what I mean is you don't have that same attachment issue towards a trade. You're more likely to just let it do what it's supposed to do. That'll train you, give you help form good habits because you'll trade better at the lower level, and then you can always then start to increase the risk over time if you still want to do that. There you go. That's my advice for Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week.